Hola a todos, my name is Danis Rizal Izrian and today I will tell you about the story of Infante Dom Henrique or Henry the Navigator. Infante Dom Henrique, Henrique of Portugal, Duke of Vizcaya and Lord of Covia, better known as the Prince of Sagres, was a Portuguese prince who famously sponsored voyages of exploration to establish Portuguese colonies in the North Atlantic and West Africa. He funded and planned expeditions to satisfy his curiosity, expand Portugal's territory and wealth, and to spread Christianity. His actions sparked the first stage of the process that made Portugal an empire and began the era of European exploration, or also known as the Age of Discovery, that would later connect all the people of the world. Henrique was born March 4, 1394 in Porto and was the third son of King John I and Philippa of Lancaster, the daughter of John of Count of England. He had two older brothers, Duarte and Pedro. It's thought that the name Henrique was given to him in honor of his maternal uncle, Duke Henry of Lancaster, who would become King Henry IV of England. In 1415, Henrique, his father and older brother, led an attack on Ceuta, a city in Morocco along the Strait of Gibraltar. According to Surara, it were the three princes who persuaded their father to undertake a campaign. The conquest of Ceuta was the starting point of Henrique's career. The attack was successful and Ceuta fell under Portuguese control. After the conquest, Henrique became fascinated with Africa, a continent little known to the Portuguese. He desired to learn about the Moors, especially in hope of conquering them and spreading Christianity. And he became aware of Africa's many resources, which he hoped to exploit for Portugal's advantage. Luis de Camões tells the story of Henrique's journey to conquer the city of Ceuta with his brother in As Lusíadas Canto 8, stanza 37. Hola a dois infantes, Pedro e Henrique, progenie generosa de Joane. Aquele faz que fama illustrifique de la Germania com que a morte engane. Este, que ela nos mares a publique, por se descrobidor e desengane. De seta a maura tumida vaidade, primero entrando as portas de cidade. Look at these two princes, Pedro and Henrique, noble offspring of Dom João I. Pedro won for himself in a fame in Germany that death cannot efface. Henrique achieved renown as the great ocean discoverer. He was also the first to enter the gate of Ceuta, so breaking the swollen bubble of the Moorish vanity. Although Infante Dom Henrique was neither a sailor nor a navigator, he sponsored many explorations along the west coast of Africa. The nickname Navigator applied to him by the British, though rarely by Portuguese writer, is a misnomer as he himself never embarked on an exploratory journey. Others say the Infante deserved the title Navigator because he brought together a group of learned maritime designers and experts to design new ships, maps, and navigational instruments. Henrique really wanted Portugal to be at the forefront of the ocean exploration to challenge the Islamic power in North Africa and the Middle East. Therefore, in 1419, Henrique assembled a team of cartography, navigation, astronomy, mathematics, and ship design experts. He commissioned his team to design a new type of ship, one that could sail both upwind and downwind and which could explore unknown, treacherous rocky shore, inland waterways, and the open seas. The answer they found based on the type of Portuguese fishing vessel was the caravela. With this new lighter ship, the Atlantic island of Madeira and Azores were rediscovered. They were already known to exist since they appeared in 14th century maps, and Henrique became in charge of exploring and populating them. With this came the enslavement of Africans on sugar plantation in Madeira in the 1450s. A plantation slavery system that was then repeated in other Portuguese colonies. Henrique continued to send expeditions to explore the west coast of Africa and bring something of value, like gold, leather, and some groceries were exchanged for bales of clothes. Numbers were not large but were sufficient for the Portuguese crown to begin minting new coins cruzados from 1457. In Canto 5, Stanza 4 and 5 Camões also refers to Henrique's discovery on Madeira. Stanza 4. Assim fomos abrindo Aquiles maris, que geração alguma não abriu. As novas ilhas vendo e os novos ares, que o generoso Henrique descobriu. De marutinha os montes e lugares, terra que antunum tempo possuiu. Descendo a mão esquerda, que era direita, não há certeza de outra mas suspeita. So we plow our way through water where nobody had ever sailed before the Portuguese. To our left were the hill and town of Morocco, the abode lands of the giant Antilles. To our right there was nothing for certain, though rumor spoke of it. Stanza 5. Pasamos a grande ilha de Madeira, que de muito arvoredo assim se chama. Das que nos povoamos, a primeira, mas lebih por nome que por fama. Mas nem por ser do mundo a derradera, se la aventajam quantas Venus ama. Antes, sendo esta sua, se es que será, de Cipro, Cnido, Pavos, etc. First came Madeira, so called for its many forests. That was the earliest of the island to be settled by the Portuguese, however not very famous. And although set on the very edge of the northward, none of those other beloved by Venus can outshine it. Had it to been hers, she would quickly have forgotten Cyprus, Cnido, Paphos, etc. The prince was known to be a devout Christian. He was celibate and had no children and lived a life following the code of chivalry. Always dedicated to exploration, the war against the Moors, and the expansion of the Portuguese Empire. However, he is known to have loved lavish parties as well as the lavish life. After the death of his brother, King Duarte, he became regent with his brother Pedro because the King Afonso V, his nephew, was too young. Later, Pedro and King Afonso V were involved in a conflict that culminated in the Battle of Alfarrobera. In 1460, Henrique died in Sagres and he was given an impressive tomb in Batalha Monastery, not living to see how far the Portuguese Empire reached with the help of his vision. By the time of his death, Portuguese explorer and trader had advanced as far as modern-day Sierra Leone. It will be another 28 years before Vasco da Gama under the Portuguese fleet would sail around Africa and complete an expedition to India. Henrique's legacy, like the man, is a complex one. While he opened trade and connected different nations and culture, his colonization effort led to the loss of resources, land, life, religion, culture, and autonomy for the colony's indigenous people. Colonies were established to enrich the colonies with little, if any, consideration for the people who already lived there. Henrique, meanwhile, became a legendary figure thanks to his achievement and such late medieval chronicle of his life as the one written by Surara. Even in the 15th century, some critics did note that the Infante was rather too interested in wealth and harking back to the long-gone days of the Crusade. But he was nevertheless widely celebrated for centuries as the founding father of Portugal's maritime empire. Thank you, terima kasih, obrigado.